You may notice on this here trailer, which also happens to be my house, that we don't got to be plugged into nothing to enjoy the comforts of home and the outdoors of the outdoors. Now, some would call this boondocking, but what does that even mean? And what's the alternative? Now, as far as I understand it, boondocking is just camping at any facility, place, or campsite that doesn't have hookups for your water, your electricity, or your dump water. Now, let's pretend for just a moment that you were parked up in an RV park. Then you'd be able to plug in your city fill for your water, just like that. You'd also be able to plug in your shore power and not rely on your batteries or your solar, just like that. Now, let's say you do fancy yourself some boondocking or just being away from people in general, as I do. What are you gonna need to do that? You're gonna need yourself a pretty solid solar setup. I've got myself 1200 watts of panels mounted up here on the roof. You're also gonna need yourself a pretty solid amount of battery in order to store the power you're making from your solar and get you through those times when the sun don't be shining. You're also gonna want yourself plenty of water to drink and possibly even a way to filter water out and about. So if you do be running low, you can hit up a nearby creek or stream. And no matter how bulletproof you think your electrical system is, I'd recommend having yourself a backup generator on hand, and especially one that runs off fuel you're already gonna have on hand. You know, if you've got a car that runs on gas, you could have a generator that runs on gas, or if you got propane tanks on your trailer like I do, you could have a propane equipped generator like this. Now, I get it, having yourself hooked up and being in an RV camp is dang convenient, but being out in the middle of nowhere like this where I haven't seen a single human since I parked up, it's worth all the hassle.